when you think of Matchroom, you probably do think of the boxing and the darts, two of their fine sports that they bring us. And these two great houses have met today in the shape of the World Championship semi-finalists. It'll be appearing in the Premier League. Yeah. It's Nathan Aspinall. The Asp. And Jack Catterall's got a big fight coming up. And the guys join us now. Good afternoon, fellas.
Hello, gents.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I saw you sparring, boys, a little bit earlier, and that doesn't sound like a fair fight, Nathan, really. How did you get on?
I thought I did okay. Definitely the left-hand knee's a hell of a lot of work to it, but our first time putting gloves on, and Jack guided me through it, and that was fun, It's nice to do something different.
I take it you won the darts. Jack, what's your darts like? Have they improved since you've been chatting to Nathan?
You know what? I thought I was all right at darts till Nathan come down, and definitely need a lot of practice. But I had a lap this morning. It's been good fun.
Yeah, nice. There's always that conversation in there. What's hardest? A 9-darter or a 147 or a... I'd like to know what's hardest, a 180 or knocking a man out who's trying to knock you out at the same time.
Depends if I'm trying to knock Jack out, then it'd be dead easy for him.
So, Jack, we should talk about your big fight that's coming up. Arnold Barboza Jr., super lightweight world title eliminator. You feeling good?
Feeling good, yeah. I've had a great succession of fights these last 18 months. So I'm in a good position. We found out news of this fight late November, early December. So it was straight through Christmas, New Year. And I'm locked in, I'm ready. It's a big opportunity, but one that I'm more than ready for. Yeah,
it's we saw the Progress fight and, of course, the Josh Taylor fight. Is there any chance of a trilogy fight? You think that could happen one day?
You know what? When I've got a fight scheduled, we're 2 weeks away now. It'd be disrespectful of me to focus on different opponents. I'm fully focused on Barboza Jr. That being said, we're in a great division. I don't know what your man's up to at the moment, but if he makes his way back, then I'd happily give him a third spanking.
With 2 weeks to go, Jack, what are you doing in training?
You know what? These last 2 weeks now, the most intense weeks. Lots of sparring in the weight room, running on the track. So it's been intense, but then kind of fight week's the week where we wind down the training, a lot of recovery stuff, and get everything fired up, ready to put on a performance on the 15th of February.
For you, Nathan, it's all about Premier League next week. I saw a couple of stories. You can put us right on this, that you'd had to pop back to hospital. You had an injury scare. What's the story there?
Yeah, I was in Bahrain last week and woke up and had a big lump on my elbow, and it's something called bursitis. So just basically a bag of fluid in my elbow, but it's nothing serious. It'll just go in time. Bit of recovery. Try not to overdo the practice over the next few weeks, and I'll be fine.
Not affecting your throwing at the moment, no?
No.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, of course. That will sort it out. Last time we saw you was at Ali Pally, losing that semi-final to your mate Luke Littler. Does it ever help? People often say, well, at least I lost to the guy that won it. Does that make any difference or not?
No. no, especially when it's Littler, because he keeps beating me. But I played well. He just had too much for me on the night. Simple as that. He was the best player all tournament, and he was the deserved winner. So there's nothing more I can do apart from get back on the drawing board, get practicing, and next time I play him, don't let that happen.
Yeah, what's the different pressure between the Premier League and the Worlds, Nathan? Do you play differently, or is it all about your doubles?
Yeah, I do think it is different. I think obviously that the World Championships all knockout, so if you lose, you're going home. There's a lot of pressure on that first game because you don't want to be getting beat before Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
I've been there, done it. The kids have an awful time. So, a lot of pressure on you. But the Premier League, it's week in, week out. You're playing the best of the best. If you're not on your A game, you're going to get beat. And the big crowds, you look at Ali Pally, it's 3,000. Berlin is pushing 20,000 people. So walking out in front of them big crowds, it does bring a different pressure. But I come alive on the Premier League stage, and I can't wait to get going next week.
What's it like when you're playing a mate? I mean, I wonder, sometimes as a player, do you need a bit of edge? We could see sort of MVG, he has that in most cases. But when you're playing someone that you kind of like and get on with, you have to sort of park that in the moment, do you?
Yeah, it's tough. And certainly this lineup, Dolby's my best mate, even out of darts. What I mean? I'm my best mate. We've got Little of it with stable mates. Bunting I'm very close to. All of them I'm really close to, and we do a lot of travelling together. But, sometimes you've got to try and get in your head is they don't pay my bills. I'm there to beat them.
Yeah.
And that's just another obstacle in my way of lifting that Premier League trophy. But Yeah, but it's hard to keep that week in, week out. But this year I'm going to give it a conscious effort to not be too nice because I keep getting told off.
Yeah. Take some tips from Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not being very nice.
Yeah. He's still giving it to Josh Taylor. We'll come on to that. We got a bit of trolling news in a moment. But before that, Jack, you said you're feeling in sort of good nick building up to this one. And, how do you look back on those 2 Josh Taylor fights now?
You know what? I live for the moment and I'm working towards the future. I'm not one to keep looking in the past, really. I believe I would have outright winner of both fights. I didn't get the decision first time round. Got it done last year. It was bittersweet. We beat him. It wasn't for a world title. But we move on from there. That kind of chapter for me were closed. It was a frustrating period. It was nice to get the victory and move on with my career. And this year, God willing, I become world champion.
Yeah. I suppose that's one of the. I mean, there's lots of differences, obviously, but with the darts, you're playing the same people week in, week out. Whereas Jack, you fight people once, twice, at the most 3 times. So that's all the revenge you get to have.
Yeah, very rare in boxing. We even see rematches, and the rematches we do see, they're always quite big events. Here, Bellew, Fury, Wilder, and you can name them off the top of your head. There's only a few times you get to rematch people. So kind of for me, you get an opponent 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks, and you're focused on beating him for that period of time. You might only see him 2 or 3 times before the fight, on the fight week build up, the press conferences, and then after the fight it's done, you'll probably never see that guy again.
Yeah. Football wise, because obviously we're big on football on talkSPORT, you could have been a contender, Nathan. You're pretty decent. You're a decent keeper, weren't you, in your day?
Yeah, back in the day I was, up until I was about 15, I was on United's books. I played semi-pro for Cheadletown. But I wasn't tall enough to be a goalkeeper, so started going to the pub and then fell in love with
That's what finished my dancing career. You should come and play in the talkSPORT trophy if we do it again.
Yeah,
the football match.
Well, yeah, can play, but he can't play in the darts because he'll win that.
No, he'll win that. Yeah. Well, he might not beat Dean Saunders. He's unbeaten.
No, I think Nathan can beat Dean Saunders. So there's me, Nathan Aspinall. He'd have a story to dine out on. Jack, I was looking at your football credentials and I see you wearing a Heart shirt, but I think that was only to wind up Josh Taylor, wasn't it? Because he's a Hibs fan.
Yeah, that was all part of the pre-fight tactics. I think it went down a treat. That was an idea by me manager, Sam Jones.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? I support my local club, Chorley Magpies.
All right.
That's as far as it goes for me. I think Nathan's the same. When you're that invested in your own sport, it's you don't have time to kind of do much else.
Yeah.
And finally, with chess boxing as a sport, I wonder if chess darts could be a sport. We're trying to work out.
Boxing, darts boxing.
Darts, sorry, yeah. When we're talking about darts boxing, I'm going mad. Yeah, darts.
It could be a team event.
You know what? I've just thrown a dart with a boxing glove on and hit the board. I want to see if Nathan can get
that. That's a good idea.
We were saying that would make it a difficult thing because you could have a round of boxing, then throw the darts, but then you've got all your wraps on. Yeah, okay.
I've got more chance of hitting the ball than I got chin.
Maybe that's the secret of the Premier League, Nathan. Go out with the old boxing gloves on.
Boxing glove, yeah.
That would throw 'em. Lovely to talk to you, boys. All the very best with the Premier League and the big fight, guys. Thanks very much for joining us.